this makes me think about the Kodak video. Y'all seen that Kodak where Kodak flew this girl out, and she was like, you just expected some pussy. You ain't even giving no food. You gave me leftovers, this, that, and the third. But it's like, I fed you.
No, you're not about to. You're not about to give me like trash. Like, you're not about to.
Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast with your host, Treynomics. Got a good show for you today, so let's get into it. I'm joined by my co-host, platinum selling producer, overall good guy, my brother, Done Deal. Say what's up to everybody.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
I'm joined by my other brother from another mother, smart individual, very humble, but his mind is is unmatched. My boy, RP. Say what's up to everybody.
What's happening? What's happening? Happy Friday, everybody out there.
All right. Today, I was having a conversation with, we was just having some offhand conversations. We was talking about some stuff, right? And I was like, you know what? I should just bring it to the panel. We should just talk about it and see what, I got my guys here. I got these beautiful ladies here. So I was like, man, shit, fuck it. We should talk about it today, We was talking about flying women out and what's the expectations for flying them out. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, what I'm saying is if I'm paying some money, if I'm booking the flight, you should already kind of know what it is. Like you know what it is. When you come in, it's off top. We gotta do like a quickie or something. We gotta do something off top before we go out. Before we go, we gonna have the vibes and party, but we need to get that out the way. You gotta already know what it is. This is us on site. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about flying. I don't know where this getting flown out type of culture came from, where they think they could just fly or get some dude to spend some money and fly him out and not get no ass or nothing like that. But me, a nigga like me, that ain't happening. If I'm putting any of my hard-earned money up to fly you out here and give you this experience, I'm gonna have to get some of that experience. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's an obligation. If you say yes to the ticket, that means you saying yes to something else too. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? What's your point? What's your opinion about it, Don?
Me personally, I agree 100%. Yeah. I'm not. Why would I fly you out if that's not what I was expecting? Like, you put yourself and me in an awkward position where I have to send you home. So, like, let's make it make sense. That's how I feel.
Ladies.
Go ahead. Yeah. I mean, what's the point?
But what about, okay. So what about if you meet a
girl?
Hold
on. Speak it to the mic. Go ahead.
So what about if you meet a girl and it ain't even on that? Like, what about, you don't think...
Hold up, before you go any further, state your name.
Yeah. My name is Energy. You can follow me on Instagram at How I'm Energy. But yeah, like, so what about if you meet a girl and she not on that, but she a good girl as far as just like mentally for you, like you catch her and she's like, dang, she kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even like it's just on some chilling. Like, I don't know.
Hold on.
Why would I be flying you out for that?
Yeah, I feel like you don't get flown out to chill.
Right. I don't think that's the point. Like, if I was looking for a good girl, I'd be looking in where I live. But if I'm out where I'm at, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna fly you out. You know what's up?
So you don't think no girl can ever like change that mindset as far as you think you finna just get some sex off for real?
I feel like
you flew me out.
But it's flying you out for a purpose. Like, the purpose isn't to get to know you. If I want to get to know you, I'm gonna call you.
Exactly.
I feel like y'all should like state your intentions like up front instead of hiding it through
always.
The ticket. But I get what you're saying. Like, it's like if I spend a lot of money on you, you're gonna want that. But I feel like that shouldn't be your first thought. Like, I guess like let's spend some time together so I can get comfortable with you enough to do that. But just thinking like you're hiding what you really want behind a ticket.
That's not true. How is it hiding?
Hey, I got a question.
You didn't say I want to have sex.
I got a question.
You said,
are they getting flued out because we're having long distance relationships? Like, is this about somebody from another city and you're like, oh, she bopping, she need to come to my city?
Nah,
and
this
then,
is a nigga that find you on Instagram.
Okay.
He hits you up and say, hey, you trying to get flued out. I think the term flued out is universally
but you never know
known.
because I might have some folks in Atlanta and then they go to a beach and then they'll be like, oh, you need to get flued out to the beach. So are we having a vacation?
They different. I'm just
that's different. Like that's relationship. But I'm saying like what Dunn is talking about. Like, if we met on the ground and I'm like, hey baby, you want to get flown out? And you say yes, you should already know what time it is.
But I feel like y'all, you're still hiding it. Like you're not coming to her. You're not coming to her, approaching her, saying like, I want to.
They're two separate things.
You're saying
a flight is not the same.
And we already know how
men's mindset. You get a flight to be around them, but when you're around them, it doesn't.
I want to ask you.
So let me ask you a question. Are you thinking to yourself, when he flies me out, I'm gonna get my own hotel room? We're not gonna be in the same room. He's gonna have me somewhere else, and we get to have a respectful relationship off the rip.
Maybe.
Or what?
Probably not.
Now, I totally understand what y'all saying, but I'm still saying you're hiding your intentions. You're not saying that.
That's not hiding intentions.
Yes.
I think it's universally known.
No. I feel like if you're not coming out and saying it outright, then you're hiding it. Like you have to be upfront.
What are things that you guys do that you guys expect men to do? Like that y'all say something and you expect a man to buy you something or take you out somewhere or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to say exactly what you want. Some men should just know.
It depends. I feel like, I feel like there's different type of women in this world. Some women, they don't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't mind just using a nigga for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like it just depends what type of woman you is. Because you could meet a girl and y'all kind of exchange numbers, y'all talk. But it's like, she cool. So it's like, she give you a different type of vibe where it's like, damn, like, I thought I would just want sex, but she kind of like, I fuck with her.
I mean, there are those. I'm sure that in the situation, if we met and you super cool, you're not making me feel like you giving me the awkward vibes and shit, like you don't want to be around me for real or whatever, then I'm sure something can happen. I'm sure we could get to know each other further than that.
It ain't even like somebody want to be around, because she could be like, what about she still cook for you, or she still do certain things that is kind of like
at the gate.
I ain't just gotta get
at the gate.
I'm telling you.
Well, I understand where you're coming from. Like I guess for me, if I'm in a situation like that, that's going to be established in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time nor your time to put my money up to fly you out to get let down.
Yeah, nobody's getting in any awkward situations. It's like already known before it happens.
On top of that,
communication is important.
Yeah.
You see,
but isn't communication getting flued out? Like the word flued?
That
sounds
good though. That's what y'all get in trouble with, them assumptions.
That sounds
be upfront. Y'all always trying to
that's a cold setup. That's a cold setup for me. You see what I'm saying? To take for granted that, okay, you already know what the deal is, and you get here and you have a change of plan, you have a change of mind. You may lie to me, you're on your period,
but
whatever
your key
case
word
may be.
is,
so
you
as a result,
know the deal is, or your key phrase. You already know what the deal is. Why didn't you tell me the deal already?
But see that's my thing. I'm going to establish that. I'm going to establish that line of communication to say, hey.
And look, by the way, sometimes flights are only $100. That's my dinner.
That's beside
But also too, what about like now if y'all been talking before and y'all just like she been on that freaky shit, like she telling you what's going on.
See, that's my thing, because I mean, before we even put anything on the table that we're going to make any plans, right, we're going to create that sexual, you see what I'm saying, attraction.
Yeah. I mean,
because if there's no sexual attraction, then no, you're not getting flown out. First of all, you see what I'm saying. So you know that's my thing. You know what I mean. I can't speak for every man, but if I'm going to put myself in a situation to fly you out, we're going to establish some grounds before you come here.
Okay, that's cool.
You see, now, first of all, secondly, it could change when you get there, because I could be a goofy nigga. You see what I'm saying? I could say some shit that just, make you a SOS Brillo pad at the end. But the reality is that if everything is G and the consistency is there, then yes, the expectation should be there. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a mutual attraction between you and I, and as a result of that, hey man, when you get there, you're gonna have a good time. Because I've already mentally got your pussy wet.
Okay.
Bars.
Mentally and physically. Okay.
Everybody quiet after that.
I know.
It was like, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm thinking you just talking about like you just meet a girl.
Nah.
Talk to the mic.
Oh, my bad. I'm just talking about if you just meet a girl and you just fly her out and it ain't been no like y'all ain't been talking for a minute or then talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm like, well, you can't just off.
I'm not fucking with no goat. I'm not fucking with strangers.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Some kind of rapport.
Look, I mean, there's another side to it too. Let's say a dude finds a girl that's like a OnlyFans type chick. You know what I'm saying? She got all her business out there kind of anyway, and the nigga's thinking to himself like, okay, well, shit, she down. What's the expectations?
OnlyFans does not equal consent.
Say it again.
I'm not saying it does.
Consent.
I'm not saying it does. He just see that she on that freaky shit in the first place.
That
So
don't
she's
mean
a freak
nothing.
and she wants to fuck off rip.
That's her
not all-
personal business.
I
That
mean,
ain't got
some
nothing to
people's
do with
mindset
anybody
might go
else.
to that.
Here it is about this. Okay, we are grown adults. Are you grown? Everybody grown here,
I'm
right?
grown.
Everybody grown. Everybody, when you accept a flight from some dude that you met online, and he says, "I'm gonna fly you out," that should be words enough to saying, "Look, you know what's happening when you come here. You already know what time it is." I have never, when I get pussy, when I fuck, I've never asked a girl, "Hey, do you want to fuck?" No dude's never gonna do. That's weird. That's just weird.
It's
Stop.
not really weird.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
weird
not
as
weird.
fuck.
That
That should be
weird.
normalized.
It should be chemistry.
man.
It should be chemistry.
Have a man ever asked you to fuck
Yes.
Yes.
and you fucked?
Yes.
Or I didn't.
No,
Or
I'm
I
saying
didn't,
no,
right? It's-
no. We're not doing no or I didn't. Have you fucked a guy who asked you
for
to?
consent first? Yes. Every
Who
time
said?
I've ever had sex, I had given consent first. And I've also had people ask me and I denied consent. So
Okay,
it goes
how
both
did he
ways.
ask consent? Did he say,
have to
"Hey"?
said,
do
"Do
this
you
awkward
want
shit?"
to?
Like, right? Do you
Is
want
this
to? Are
what
you ready?
want?
Like, do you want to do
like
this?
Are you enjoying
ready to
this?
go?
Are you
Like-
comfortable?
Yeah, that's
It don't have to
that's
be an
no,
awkward
that's,
thing.
that's not the same thing. No, when he
Yeah, I'm
asked
from a
you,
different era,
Asking
too.
for consent
no,
for
when
it.
he asked you, right?
How you gonna tell us what asking for consent?
When he asked
We
you,
carry.
did
like,
he
we're
ask
women.
you when you pulled, like before you pulled up, or did he ask you when you was
It could
there?
have been at any moment, but as soon
No,
as
I wanna
yes,
know-
it's yes,
I wanna
it's
know
yes,
what-
until it's not yet.
I don't want to know if it could have been. I want to know what it was. You feel me? I want to
Okay,
know.
so for me, for example, it was like a text conversation, like, "Do you want to take it to the next level?" type shit. Simple.
That's cute.
It could have been in person. It could have been
No, did he say
over.
you want to? Hey, you know what time it is? Do you want to
Simple.
fuck, or did he say
You
do
know,
you want to
it's
take it to
an
the?
awkward
The math
thing,
is
like,
simple.
Yeah.
Right. The math ain't math to
because
me.
initially there has to be some level of attraction there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Initially, you see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I said, if I'm not a goofball, not fuck it up, then you know what I mean. It's a goal, but there are things that come up. You know as a dude, you know a lot of dudes that be too anxious and you know what I mean,
Mhm.
excited and shit like this is their first time. You know
Might
all
not
that kind of.
work out.
But the reality is that if there's an initial attraction between us and we have that conversation, you're stimulated. I hit all those points in your brain. It's releasing a certain chemical.
That's
For me,
chemistry.
in my experience,
It's
I don't have to bring sex up. You see what I'm saying? Because the reality is I'm stimulating the third member that most men miss. You see what I'm saying? Which is a mental. Sorry about that. Because the reality is that before we even get anywhere mentally
Right.
to the airport, this is going to be established. And a lot of times, once that woman is comfortable and she feels safe just in that conversation, hey man, she's gonna bring it up, especially if she's feeling you. Especially.
I ain't never had it brought up to me.
Yeah, I
Nah,
think
never
I'm
At
from
that
a
bro.
point, she might be like, "Can
Man,
you please,
I'm-
please do
right.
it?"
I'm from the era of during the time that we're together, that it ends up happening. You know what I'm saying? It's never been a situation where I was like, hey, you think it's okay if blah blah blah. It's
we ain't talking about
we feeling
that shit ain't sexy.
Right. That's
we
weird.
ain't talking about
That's turning off the mood right there. That makes me feel like
Brillo pad that I was talking about earlier.
It ain't sexy.
Right.
It just is what it is. Sexy is it's some things.
It's in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. Right. It's some things are left to be unsaid. You know what I'm saying?
Something
the vibes.
Not 90% of language is nonverbal. So I get where you're coming from with that. You know what I mean? And because it's especially, you know, if we FaceTiming, if we texting, there's going to there again, it goes. I can't get off this issue. There has to be some level of attraction there. First of all, we give a damn how much money I put out. If there is no attraction there, you wasting your time and you spending your money on Neil, for real. So as a result of that, it's like as a man being the leader, lead the conversation, lead the intention of what you're trying to take this, and let it flow from there, and let her decide.
Like if you have chemistry, the communication is already going to be there. If you don't give a fuck about a girl, you're not going to text her every 5 minutes and make sure that everything is working for y'all. So to get a flight is just a flight. But if you guys like each other, you got to the point where you bought a flight because y'all are communicating, y'all are really interested in each other. That chemistry is there. So when the chemistry is there, the next step is a lot easier to step into because you already have that foundation of knowing that you guys like each other. Y'all talk to each other. Y'all show affection. Y'all do acts of services such as purchasing flights or purchasing meals, doing things for each other.
Yeah, I feel like everything is circumstantial. Like if y'all already built that bond or chemistry or whatever, obviously I feel like it should be implied what you're getting flown out to do. I feel like it's been this conversation on social media lately about how much a man should have to pay to get in a woman's pants. You know what I'm saying? Like if they take you on a date, they expect sex after that or whatever. I feel like that's a whole different situation than buying a flight and literally leaving your home to go see somebody.
I also think it's different.
Yeah.
I also think it's different. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I also think it's different strokes for different folks because I feel like some women do allow, like they don't really mind. You know what I'm saying? They is who they is. And then you have some women who are this type of way. So I just feel like it just depends what type of women you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because some females, they don't mind being flown out. Like they enjoy that, you know what I'm saying? Without any, that's just who they is. So it's just like, it depends what type of woman you're dealing with. I feel like
it is subjective. So I agree with you there. You know,
I just the thing about getting flown out is like for you ladies, have any of y'all been offered being flown out before?
I've flown out for people.
You've flown out for people
over 5 times.
Over 5 times. So when somebody offered you to fly you out, right? Do you have in your head that like I'm probably gonna have to fuck this guy? Like, well, how does that...
I said, it basically has to do with our foundation, the chemistry. So that has to do with the type of relationship I have. You know, sometimes they fly me out and we're just doing movies. Sometimes they fly me out and we're having dates. So we're going out to eat. Just because we're dating doesn't mean we're having sexual activity. And sometimes it'll be modeling. So it's like, if it's a business relationship, if it's a sexual relationship, and if it's a dating relationship, those are all different categories. And then on top of that, there's different subcategories in those types of relationships, depending on the person. There's different cultures, religions, ethnicity. So we don't have to be like, oh, just because you're getting flown. You see, because there's so much else going on. It's very, like she says, circumstantial.
Okay. Well, I believe that if
go ahead,
I spend $500 on a flight, pussy's on the menu.
Oh, wow.
It just is what it is.
Okay.
I mean, I don't get where this came from, where it's like, oh, well, yeah, he just fly me out for just because he's an overall nice guy. It's like, no, I'm flying you out.
Wait. So do you establish this sexual energy before the fly out, or is it like y'all getting to know each other, whatever, through text or phone calls, whatever, and then you fly her out and it's like, boom, I'm expecting sex? Or is it like a...
No, it's certain things should not be said. It's like, I'm not finna be like, hey girl, when I fly you out, you should know what time it is. Nah, I don't talk about that. When I'm fucking somebody, it is all about energy. It's all about the vibes. Now, this is how I believe. Everybody has the right to do what they want to do. So if I fly you out here and you don't do nothing, and it's all good, I'm like, it's all good. But I'm entitled to spend my money how I want to spend it. So I'ma still go out, but you staying at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because you already established that there's no energy here.
Then spend your money how you want and don't always expect entitlement to pussy because it depends on the woman.
All right, let me ask you a question. So you're telling me there's men, and I'm talking about men that are interested in you as a person instead of interested in you working or doing something for them or whatever the case is, that when men fly you out, there's no expectation of sex?
No, I get what the women and men are saying. Like, I understand, like, if I didn't know you and you flew me out, like, I would already expect that you're thinking that you want to have sex with me, but I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not flying out with somebody I don't know. But if I do know you, then we have created that connection to where it's like I feel comfortable enough to come with you to fly out. And then, yes, I already know like that's probably something that's going to happen because I'm comfortable enough with you. But like just already having that thought in your head and you don't even know me, like, I already know what you want.
This makes me think about the Kodak video. Y'all seen that Kodak where Kodak flew this girl out and she was like, you just expected some pussy. You ain't even giving no food. You gave me leftovers, this, that, and the third. But it's like, I fed you.
No, you're not about to treat me like trash. You're not about to treat me like trash.
No, communication is important. If you fly me out, you need to tell me what I'm getting flown out for. Am I getting flown out to get fucked? Am I getting flown out to get dated? Am I flown out to get... You know what I'm saying? Let me know.
So you want to know the intentions of a man?
Yes. Communication. Like, why is that so complicated?
Because they love
talk.
games.
Just fucking talk.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta tell you that you gotta bust it open when I fly you out? Just expect that, and then if anything less happens, then okay, cool. But expect that he gonna want you to bust that thing open.
Why assumptions get y'all in trouble?
So are you guys flying out with niggas that y'all are not interested in it?
No.
Right.
No.
So you're flying to people that you're interested in. You have a similar interest, because I don't think you would be thinking to yourself, I'm flying out to just hang out with this dude.
Why not? If I'm on a private island and we're going swimming and we're tanning and we're getting nice meals, why can't I just do that without having him expect pussy? Why can't I just enjoy myself and have a vacation with him, get to know him, go out and do nice things before it becomes sexual?
We can do that over the phone, FaceTime,
right?
You know what time we together.
FaceTime and go to the beach together.
You know what time it is.
Have margaritas and
$500 on your ass. You know what time it is.
No,
I'm not flying you out on no Spirit. You coming Delta, baby.
First of all,
I'm telling you right now.
12, so it wouldn't even cut it to be a $500 flight.
Oh shit! I ain't flying your ass off. Don't $1,200. I'm not flying you out. Stay here.
Expected pussy anyway.
I'm expecting pussy for $500 a flight. Not no fucking $1,200 flight.
Wow.
Nah, that's what it is.
First class is usually over $5.
The first class, fuck no, you flying coach, and you finna bust it open when you get here. And then we gonna go to the club, have a good time. You gonna like the vibes. You gonna have a good time. But you still gotta bust it open.
Can you go to the club together on FaceTime?
No. I'm gonna give you an experience, but guess what?
Right.
I'm gonna give you an experience, but guess what? I want that pussy experience. It just is what it is. It is what it is. What's the problem? I understand. Look, your pussy is precious, but guess what? My dick is precious too, and my money precious. You know how much? You know what I gotta do to get this money?
No.
I don't know why women think that money just falls on men's laps or some shit like that.
Women don't necessarily think that, because we got to make our own money too.
Yeah, so you know what it is. So
right,
you know,
we all hustle.
So you know $500, and you talking about a first class
to consent of sexual exchange.
You should know what it is. If you don't want to fuck, do not take the flight.
Yeah. Right. But
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't want to fuck, do not take the flight. If you take the flight, you should already know in your head. You should already know what time it is.
I agree. But at the same time, Communicate. Like why?
No, why?
Why we
The
can't do
communication
shit
is
straight? Like,
the
why we
communication is
can't- why we
vague.
can't be
That's so
honest?
lame and so unsexy.
It don't
That's
have to
lame.
be.
That's
It don't
lame
have
as
to be.
hell.
You lame if you can't. If you
No,
can't
that's
do it in a
lame to
way
say.
that's not
Oh,
okay.
girl, you
But you don't know what it's
have
going to turn into.
Come on now.
If a nigga flew you out, it was like, okay, I want to get in a relationship with you. I want to be with you. I want to fly you out and have sex with you.
could be
I
in a
want to blah, blah,
relationship
blah,
with
blah, blah.
somebody.
That's not
You
your
could be in a
fault.
relationship with somebody
why-
for a long
but
time
why-
before you have sexual interactions. So it doesn't mean that just because y'all are hanging out and having
No,
a
I'm
vacation
just saying
or whatever
that
it is.
everything doesn't have to be on the table when you first fly somebody
And not
out.
everything has to be about the consent of the sex until y'all are ready for that.
Because then when she gonna give it to you, you gonna kick it out. Or you gonna,
Right.
Or if she does give it to you, you might. I mean, it's just over. Like
But my boy,
Nah, that's not
it
true.
could be.
That's not true.
It's called a fling.
How do you look at the girl after you
Flight and fling.
Yeah.
Some dudes be thinking to themselves like, she done flew out for how many other niggas? You know what I'm saying?
So,
But at the same
But that's
time,
like a car drive. Like that's like we decided we were going to go to a specific location and spend a certain amount of time doing a certain thing. That's typical. That happens every time you go on a date. So just because you got me a flight, that's like driving or taking a bus or taking a little plane or flying a little plane. I've flown planes. So I'm gonna fly my little plane and go hang out with you. That doesn't have anything to do with the consent of the sex.
but doesn't it?
No.
Because then
No.
also
Just
it's
because
like,
I'm there doesn't mean I'm ready to bust my pussy open.
also
Okay?
it's like, did
Look,
you
when
invite
you
me out?
there,
Do
you
what I'm
should
ready to
have it in
do.
your head. Like, look, when I accept this flight, you should already be marinating the pussy as
But
you
did
on
you-
the plane. You
but
feel
did
me?
you
Like, you
invite
should
me out?
already know. Yeah, I invited you out the fuck. We finna fuck and have a good
Did
time.
you invite me out just to do that, or did you
No.
invite me out to get to know me?
I want to get to know you and your pussy at the
But-
same.
no,
What's
no,
the? How
are you
you get to
hiding-
know you and
Are
fuck?
you
Like, what's-
hiding? Are you hiding that you just want to have sex? Or just saying I want to get
What's
to know
wrong?
Is that obvious?
One
No,
thing,
I'm
okay,
not-
this is
I'm
what I
not-
understand. Okay,
I'm
look
not
at
hiding my intentions.
2020. Let me tell you something
I feel
about
like
this.
y'all are two different types.
Let me tell you
though.
something about.
You're like, oh, I need y'all to assume that we finna fuck, and
It's
you're
straight.
like,
No.
oh, I'm straight.
I want you to be an adult person to understand that. Look,
Adult communicate.
Adulthood is
Adult-
different
no,
from
adults-
how we interact.
What? Okay, that's just like me telling you
Why are
don't
you
touch
scared
the
of
stove or
communication?
it's gonna burn you. Like,
Call me right now.
why I gotta walk
Why
you
you
down like
scared?
you're a child? I'm assuming you're not a child. I'm gonna assume that you are a smart person to understand that, hey, if somebody's gonna spend his money to see you, that we're gonna fuck. That's just like me telling you, hey, I'm cooking, but don't come over here. You're gonna burn yourself or you touch something. Like,
All right.
I'm assuming you're an adult.
So Drake fly you out.
What?
What are you expecting when he flies you out to his house?
He's probably not gonna fuck. He might though. Same
He
difference.
gonna fuck.
What?
But I just feel like with society,
gonna
just
fuck.
the
What
lack
the
of
fuck?
communication, y'all just
Mhm.
find it okay.
Mhm.
Like the less communication you give, like to y'all, that's mentally okay. And that's irritating, especially with women.
That's
like,
not necessarily the mindset.
But
We're
that's
just
his
saying
mindset.
that the communication part, it should be known when you're saying, okay, fly me out.
But why couldn't you just say what you wanted to do? But why are you
So,
not answering
so
that?
what
Why
do, so
couldn't you
what
just
do,
say
so
that?
what do women expect when a nigga
No,
fly
no.
them
Why
out?
can't you answer? Why couldn't you just say that? Y'all keep going around it. Why can't
Okay,
you just say
you know
it?
why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because it doesn't fucking
Scared.
work. God damn! I'm gonna tell y'all.
That's why the game.
You manipulate your way to talk.
What you talking about? It's always a game.
Communication.
Hold up.
Communication.
Hold up. Let's stop this shit.
No,
Let's stop this shit because I got some men that's watching this shit right now. Niggas, don't ever fucking tell no girl, hey, that's girl, we gonna fuck. That's the dumbest shit. You gonna fuck yourself over.
You ain't even gotta just say that. You can just.
I feel like it's a
Good.
certain way you can say it.
No,
without
look,
A lot of
you-
ways
Yeah,
to
you ain't
say
even
it.
gotta say it corny or in a way like that. You
Exactly.
can
No.
throw a hint.
No.
Like,
A
lot of ways to
you
communicate.
know they have it in a
That's
way
good.
that's not
Get
lame.
over
It's
it.
just
I'm gonna be
lame.
honest with y'all. Y'all are
Lame if you
fish.
can't unlame it. How about
Y'all
that?
are fish. Y'all are
Who's
fish.
fish?
We just
You,
not doing
you
it.
or ladies are fish, right? Men are the fishermen. So if I need to know how to catch a fish, I'm gonna ask a fisherman. I'm not gonna ask no fish how to catch a fish. I'm not gonna.
I don't know if you could catch this fish though.
It just depends what type of woman you with, because some women they don't care.
Look, no man is finna come up to you, like no real nigga's gonna come up to you and be like, yeah, girl, you want to, like that's not even sexy.
Yeah, but not like that.
That's not even cool.
Like
that's not even cool.
So what is the way that a man approaches you about it? If he's hitting you up for a flight, what is he doing to say, okay, and you understand that he wants sex? What's the perfect way?
If you hop in my DM and just off rip, like I want to fly you out, I feel like you just because you say that don't mean that I'm just gonna automatically just be like, all right, cool.
That's not the question. The question is, what's the way that a man?
If you guys already decided that y'all were gonna fuck once you land.
No.
Oh no.
What is the way that the person communicates to you through a DM?
Just say it. You just say, "Do you want to fuck, girl?"
But that's what you guys just said was lame. That's what y'all said is lame.
You know
So what is the way that a man can communicate to you that he wants to fly you out for fucking period?
I'm going to fly you out and I want you to bust this open. What's the perfect way to say that without sounding like a sleazeball, without sounding like a horn dog, without sounding like a fucking lame?
If that was what was going to happen anyways, when we get there, we're still
so we don't talk about it. So we don't know.
Think you're lame.
What's the answer to the question? Y'all just said communication is key. And y'all can't come up with the perfect communication for it.
Just give us some time.
Do you want to fuck?
Oh, give us some time now.
Do you want to fuck?
Or it's like if y'all already been talking about sex before that, it could be just on some shit where y'all talking.
It don't have to be lame. Like that's not lame.
The question
like,
is this for a random guy or somebody I know?
Random.
Okay, it's a no.
Random.
Like I don't care what you say, it's a no.
Exactly.
No.
So if a nigga says I want to fly you out without the context,
no, I'm saying he can't.
No, instead of saying you want to fuck up front,
what are you talking? Hold up. Hey, let me skirt this. Let me stop for a second. She said manipulate your way into some pussy. Yo, you got parents, right? You got parents? How, do you know how you was conceived, right?
Yes.
Do you think your dad just said, "Hey, girl, let's fucking let's," you know what I'm saying?
I didn't ask.
No,
I don't know.
It was always a vibe. They had
you wouldn't know that.
You don't
know everybody's situation. Like you trying to make your opinion everybody's opinion.
I'm saying no. I'm giving you real life opinion from real life.
Opinion.
No, I'm giving you real life. No, they're giving you.
You can have that, but don't try to force it on everybody else.
I'm giving you the real life.
I feel like we're giving two different opinions. Like it's a random guy or you know him. Like,
all right, so you know him. What's the perfect way that he flies you out? And if you know him, what's your relationship status? What y'all know about each other?
The perfect way. He says, "I'm getting you a flight. This is the itinerary. Here's the schedule. This is what I anticipate from you. We have chemistry. I like you. This is what I want from you. Do you like that too?" And she gonna be like, "Yes, I want to go here at this time. I want to do that at that time. And I fuck with you. So I might even want to rub your back. I might even want to, you feel me? Blah, blah, blah. We want to do this. We want to do that. But at least we told each other, this is what I want to do. And I'm going to do it when I do it. But if it's not said and it's not understood, see, communication, like he said, 90% of communication is body language. So if we already know off rip from the energy, the mentality, and the body language, what's going to happen, at least it could be spoken out our mouth to make sure that everybody's on the same page before that actually takes place.
I want to know this. So do I put on the itinerary at 8:00? I want you to bust that.
Depends on the girl. If you don't like itinerary, then leave it out the picture. It don't matter. It depends.
But it sounds like your only reason for flying them out is to have sex with them.
Right.
Like you don't want to do nothing else.
No.
That's what it sounds
like.
When
I fly, if I want to fly somebody out, yes, I want to fuck you, but I also want to get to know you because obviously I spent all this fucking money to bring you out here. You think I just want to just be like, you just a sex doll? Hey, fuck and lay in the bed and I'm finna go out and go do my thing and then come right back and then I'll fuck you. No, that's not how it works.
Basically, that's what you're expecting. Like that's what.
I'm expecting some pussy.
I get what you're saying, but it's just from the woman's mindset. It's just. You're flying me out just to have sex with me.
For the experience. I'm flying you out for an experience.
Yes.
Okay, so with her, how she said it was an experience, but him talking about, well, let me put on the itinerary at 8:00.
No, she said that. She said itinerary. I said we don't speak on it at all. You should just already know what it is. She say that we should have a fucking itinerary and talk about 8 o'clock. At 8:30 p.m., we should be busting it open, and then at 9 o'clock we should go and have a nice dinner, and then 10 o'clock we're gonna go to this club. Man, that ain't how vibes work.
Exactly.
We don't know what the fuck. You should already know what it is.
That's not the vibe.
That's not the vibe.
That's not the vibe.
That is such a vibe.
The vibes are
that is not a vibe.
Being who you are.
Imagine he didn't even tell you
anyway.
the itinerary, but you knew that you liked him and told him that you were cool with whatever he decided, and then he went and got you these bougie steaks, and y'all went to the spa and shit.
But a
You
nigga might
already
do
said
that.
you were okay with what he decided, and it
A
was
dude might do
beautiful.
that
That's a good
anyway.
scenario.
A dude might do that anyway. You
Well,
just
not
gotta go
him,
with the
'cause he can
vibes.
go
It doesn't
spend
have to.
$500 on a ticket.
No.
That's
No,
it.
hold up. See, don't come demonize me because I
I'm
told you
not.
what it is.
No,
I told
I'm
you it's
not.
about the vibes. This is what I'm saying is, don't come asking me what the hell we finna do here and here. You should trust me. Look, we gonna fly out here. You gonna have a good time. But part of that good time is I'm gonna have a good time too. I'm not finna just go out here and do all of this for you,
I'm sure you can
and
have
I don't
a
even
good
get no
time.
pussy. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm finna see what these guts is talking about. You know what I'm saying? For real. And then we finna go and have something good. We finna have something good to eat. We finna go to this nice place to get something good to eat. We finna go to the club. We finna have a good time. You gonna be happy. When you leave, when you come back, when you go back home, you're gonna feel like you floating on air. But I'm telling you right now, if you accept my ticket, you have to understand that you're gonna have to bust it open. That's just
your
what
ticket
it
or
is.
her ticket.
If you accept the ticket that I pay for you to fly out here, if you fly out here
Is
on
it
your
about the
own,
money, the ticket? Okay, so like, because we're transporting a person from one destination to another. Is it about the time that they spent waiting in line through security and collecting their belongings and coming to you, or is it about just spending $500 on a ticket?
well, that's still like, okay, check this out. You say like checking your belongings and all of that stuff. That's your choice.
It could
okay?
take hours.
Yeah, and
hours
you know
out of my
how
day.
much
I might have to.
How
take
long
off
do you
work. I
think
might
it
have
takes to acquire
arrange
the
my-
money that it takes to fly you out here?
Sometimes 30
'Cause
seconds.
think about-
I don't know how you make your
30
money, but
seconds?
it depends on the person.
There we go. 30. You think
You
it costs
book up-
30? You think it takes 30 seconds to make this kind of money? That's the problem. You don't respect it. You got to respect the bread. Because
So
you got to
maybe we should just fly out for men who don't care about money.
the men, I'm gonna tell you something about men that got it. Okay, men that got it. Guess what? They know what they had to do to get there, and every bread that they get, they give a fuck about. That's just is what it is. So basically, you thinking that he don't care about his bread? Trust me, he cares about his bread. And the thing about it is, it's more than just when I fly you out. When I fly you out,
I think I'll accept it more from a guy I know. But if it's a random guy, it's not happening.
Look,
But
let
from
me
a
tell
guy
you
I know and
this.
we
If
hang
I fly
out-
you out, it's more than just a plane ticket because I already know I got to feed you. I got to house you. I got to give you the vibes.
But you could
I
buy
gotta
a
have
flight
you-
and not do any of that. Like Kodak only brought leftovers. He didn't take her.
Yeah,
out to
but
dinner.
she probably went to the club with him. She probably had an experience, but she wanted. The thing about it was he fed her, but he didn't feed her what she wanted to eat. She thought she was gonna go there and eat some steakhouse shit and all of having $100
maybe
plates.
they communicated. She would have got her.
Yeah,
steak.
so she was thinking, oh, since Kodak is flying me out, I'm finna get this red carpet treatment. I'm finna get these steakhouse steaks and goddamn
Where's y'all
1942.
communication before the flight comes out?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, she
That's-
got some
that's on
normal
y'all
food.
side.
She got some normal good food, but she didn't like that. She didn't because he's a millionaire and she feels like, oh, he got this money, he should be able to spend it. And you ain't even bust it open. Fuck out of here.
But that's why it's so many. That's why I feel like.
Hold on, talk to Mike. Come on.
That's why I feel like it's just so many different perspectives. Like there's not really just one perspective from, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just because some girls, they just want to get flown out just to have the experience. Not that you should just expect them to fuck, but I mean their intentions are a certain way, your intentions are a certain way. If it don't happen, it don't happen. But it's just so many different perspectives in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because some females ain't even gonna go for it because they already know, like, I don't even know this man. And he asked me, you know what I'm saying? So I already kind of know what he on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it really just all depends.
Like
Nowadays in this society,
like for the women that you say don't go for it, that's a rational thinking human being. But the women that's going there and be like, okay, and then sit there and look crazy when the dude is thinking that, like, yo, what's up? We gonna bust it open. That's some naive, like childish shit. Like, grow the fuck up. You should know what the fuck it is.
and you can know in your head, but you might like you might want a man to just come off rip, but I mean, like I said, nowadays in society, when a dude you don't even know trying to fly you out, I know what you want.
Like, we got to stop thinking so aspirational and really start growing the fuck up and understanding what it is. Like, we know what it is. You know what a dude is. I'm telling you what it is. Like, what a dude is thinking. Like, you might not like it, but it is what it is. A man is not going to spend no money on you he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you, hey, we are going to fuck when you get here, but he's going to have that expectation in his mind, and you got to understand that and stop acting like a child and thinking that you ain't finna, like, oh, he just wants to get to know me. Man, fuck, I can get to know you from the phone. I don't need to pull your ass over here. I don't need to fly your ass over here just to get to know you.
I feel like that's my whole point. While it is implied if you get flew out or whatever, flown out, that you're gonna fuck, it should still be communicated.
So where's y'all questions on y'all side? So a dude's trying to fly you out, and are you guys writing back? So what are you expecting?
Yeah. Like, do you want to fuck?
So the communication is there.
Are we about to fuck? Like, do you want to fly me out to fuck?
Right. So that's the communication.
Yeah.
But the communication.